As enrollment continues to plummet at Western Illinois University, administrators share one measure they think can help get the school back on track. New since 5, WGEM's Dylan Smith reports on plans to reorganize WIU.
Well, Mackenzie, WIU had a little over a half dozen different divisions. That number now will be just a little bit slimmer. Officials say, though, the results could be hefty. The goal is pretty straightforward.
We want to strengthen recruitment and retention in order to grow revenue.
But it's easier said than done. In the last 10 years, the university has seen its student population drop by more than 5,000 students. But today, officials took a step they think will help rebuild for the future, combining two divisions for long-term growth.
In a larger context, we want the offices to collaborate to maximize results in recruitment, in retention, and in collaboration. That was the why.
That includes getting rid of the enrollment management division, which was created about 4 years ago. But the functions of that division aren't going away. Executive Director of Retention Initiatives Justin Hsu is now one of several trying to grow the school's retention rate by at least 1% every year.
It's been difficult for a number of reasons. We're still dealing with some COVID learning loss, like many of our peer institutions.
But they've yet to reach that goal. Hsu believes reorganizing divisions will help turn that around.
If we can get our students connected within the first 3 weeks of the semester, the likelihood of them retaining and being successful goes way up. So this realignment allows us to really focus on that outside of the classroom experience in a meaningful way.
And Huang says he hopes to keep this structure in place for the next several years. Dylan Smith, WGEM News, Macomb.
And thank you, Dylan. Hsu will now report to the Division for Student Success. The Financial Aid Division is also moving. They will now work directly under the Vice President for Finance and Administration.